Welcome back this morning. The time is 6:25. Having kids is a huge game changer for your budget. Also this morning, we're hearing about troubling threats made to a local mosque in the wake of those Paris attacks. In fact, they're only about 5 minutes from each other. Now, the first robbery happened here at this Family Dollar store around 10 last night, shortly before closing. And the other robbery happened about an hour later at a Papa John's pizza restaurant. And the search is on right now in Hillsborough County to find a person of interest in the deaths of 2 homeless people. Deputies are urging the public to come forward. A new warning this morning from doctors about your child. Some experts say TV and video games before bed could possibly lead to nightmares for some kids. Jameson and Wendy, you know, administrators here with the 911 Center believe this is a major step in the right direction. This new legislation would also require gas station owners to step up their security measures as well. Each one of these pumps would be required to have the pressure-sensitive tape over the panel to ensure the credit card machines are well protected. Well, the University of Florida hosted the biggest crowd ever at the Swamp yesterday. More than 90,000 on hand.
Good morning, everyone. 8 o'clock on this Sunday morning. I'm Lindsay Logue.
And I'm Rodney Dunigan. Thanks for joining us this morning. We'll get to all the day's news in just a moment. But first, Bill Logan has Florida's most accurate forecast. Working to lose weight, scaling back on calories usually leads to one thing for certain. That's hunger. This isn't the first time that this company has been in this sort of trouble. In fact, in January of last year, one of their agents actually shot us. Tell us about a few great gadgets for folks out there. But before we even talk about this, that sweater is impressive.
You gotta love. This is truly an ugly Christmas
sweater.
Plane
full of Southwest Airlines passengers headed to Tampa are safe and sound this morning after a scare in midair on Friday. Flight 206 made an emergency landing in Tallahassee shortly after leaving Atlanta yesterday afternoon. Welcome back this morning. The time right now is 8:12. Now to a big talker this morning, Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump hosting Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, did you
Good
see
luck
it?
with everything.
All right.
And hopefully we're looking forward to an exciting first season and an exciting second season.
Well, sure, you know.
All right.
That's all great. Thank you.
We're back in a moment. And Hillsborough County deputies are investigating the suspicious death of a woman in Seffner, and they're looking to question this man, 53-year-old Dave Allen, in connection with that. Well, a new drug is on the rise right here in Florida. It's a form of marijuana that's highly concentrated and easily disguised. And of course, speaking of financial problems, credit cards can be a gateway to troubling amounts of debt. Now, video you definitely will see on your news feed today, a superstar proving not only is she a talented singer, but a pretty good prankster as well.
This is really cool.
Jameson and Wendy, you know, administrators here with the 911 Center believe this is a major step in the right direction. In fact, currently they have 10 new employees undergoing intense training, and by January they'll be on the front lines of fighting public safety here in Pasco County.
Public safety communications.
Ian Epic admits the work has been tough, but well worth it.
It's pretty stressful.
Epic is one of 10 new call takers here at the Pasco County 911 Communication Center, set to fully complete training by next month.
It's been a roller coaster up and down, but I'm pushing through it.
The additional staffing is expected to be a huge plus for a department that's been pounded in the public in recent years.
And our goal always is to reassure the community that we're here to provide them the service that they need when they need it.
Interim Director Jody Kenyon admits some of the flack has been well-deserved.
36 Pascal.
But he says service is improving. He claims 90% of all calls are answered within 10 seconds during the busiest hours of the day.
The addition of these personnel will give us the additional staffing on the floor that's necessary to process those calls in a timely manner and provide that assurance to our citizens.
New call takers like Epic have undergone months of classroom time.
I'm gonna transfer you over to his office.
Things that experience will teach you that you need to look out for the safety of our first responders. So those are the kind of things that they're in the new operator's ear with, reminding them of, coaching them with.
This 911 center receives more than 500,000 calls yearly. Recently, they took over all 911 calls from Dade City. At this point, administrators say the additional volume has not posed any issues. Epic is confident his training will prepare him for any emergency.
Because I push for myself to do the best I can.
And again, this department is nearly at full staff. Administrators here tell me by next year they hope to be up to full staff with 82 new workers, and they'll get to work right away answering all of those emergency calls here in Pasco County. And administrators also tell me that they hope this staffing will address some of those issues that they've dealt with in the past. For now, reporting live in Pasco County, Rodney Dunigan, ABC Action News. Well, Wendy, the first thing they want to do is make the penalties tougher for those folks actually caught ripping people off. And they also want to make sure that local businesses step up their security efforts to ensure that the personal information of customers is safe. It only takes a second, a simple swipe of a card, and it could end up costing you big.
Yeah, I try to see if It looks like it's been tampered with or any signs of that.
Marvin Scaff always believes in being cautious at the pump.
I've noticed now the seal is usually here. This one doesn't have one. And it's a problem.
Skimmers are popping up all over Florida. Since March, state inspectors have found and removed more than 160 credit card skimmers, including in Hillsborough, Pasco, and Pinellas counties.
Yeah, I always just make sure, like, I go in, I don't want anything getting stolen. I know, like, the keypads and stuff, now you're putting, like, the chip in. So, I mean, they're doing a lot of like stuff to make sure that nobody's trying to steal your credit card information.
State lawmakers, including House Majority Leader Dana Young of Tampa, are pushing legislation aimed at cracking down on crooks, increasing the penalty for those caught to a second-degree felony and up to 15 years in prison.
This new legislation would also require gas station owners to step up their security measures as well. Each one of these pumps would be required to have the pressure-sensitive tape over the panel to ensure the credit card machines are well protected.
The state could also take pumps out of service if owners don't meet requirements. Those we spoke with relieved to know something is being done to address the issue.
Oh, yeah. Anything to protect us.
Yeah, that'd be really nice. Gas stations can kind of be shady, so if they can actually step up and protect our credit cards and our safety and stuff, that'd be great.
And again, state lawmakers say this is an issue that they need to address immediately, and they feel that this legislation will push many of these business owners to take a more proactive approach in helping to solve this problem as well. Reporting live in Tampa tonight, Rodney, Dunigan, ABC Action News.
Danny House's passion and creativity pours right through the canvas. Most of his work is displayed here at Inspired Artist Studios in St. Petersburg.
And how long have you been painting?
25 years.
25 years. Wow.
House participates in an enrichment program provided by Park. The nonprofit assists those with developmental disabilities.
Instead of focusing on the disability, we always focus on a capability. And everyone that we've seen come into our program, there was a capability that we could sort of light the fire with and go from there.
Half of the proceeds from each painting goes to the artist. The other half goes to support the work being done here.
What you painting?
A snowman.
A snowman? That's pretty cool.
Artists like Megan Irwin beaming with pride.
I like it.
You like it a lot?
Yeah.
For Giving Tuesday, Park kicked off a major social media campaign, urging volunteers to give their time and efforts to programs like theirs.
As you can see, the work being done here at Park is amazing. Staff members tell me their overall mission is to ensure that the clients live a happy and healthy life.
We hope, and it's our desire, that they have an opportunity to be a part of the community like any of the rest of us are.
Their artistic talent, no doubt a clear indication that they have plenty to offer. In St. Petersburg, Rodney Dunigan, ABC Action News.
Well, that's exactly right, Wendy. In fact, she had no idea that her son had been shot. She discovered that after she ran to the front door to kind of find out what was going on. And that's when she discovered her 16-year-old son had been shot right on the front steps.
I don't know how to take it right now. It's real crazy. It's real shocking. I'm sad, He's always going to be in my heart, man. It's real crazy. Like, I didn't ever think nothing like this would happen.
Friends of 16-year-old Lenny Costas can't understand it, why anyone would want to cut this young man's life short.
He was like a little brother, you know what I'm saying? He stayed out of trouble, never got in no trouble.
Those who knew him describe Costas as a quiet kid who didn't cause any trouble.
It's just unfortunate, man. It's a lot of violence been going around here for a long time, and I don't know, it needs to change. He was way too young. Anybody shouldn't lose their life, but he was too young. He was a child. He was 16 years old, still a teenager.
Investigators with the St. Pete Police Department spent the day collecting evidence, speaking with neighbors, trying to determine what led to it all. Those here in disbelief. Their thoughts now with the teen's mother, hopeful this case will be closed soon.
She's in the house freaking out. I'm freaking out. That was one of my son's friends, and they say he was a good little boy. As far as I know, he was a good little boy.
His mom need that. His family need that closure.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't right.
I think she's losing it, because he was her world. There's so many pictures of them two, and it's like, I know he loved his mom, and she loved him to death.
Now, at this point, St. Petersburg police say they do not have a clear motive as to what happened here. They do say this is an ongoing investigation. However, they stress that this was not, I repeat, this was not a random shooting. They're just trying to determine who and why someone would try to shoot this 16-year-old boy. For now, reporting live in St. Petersburg tonight, Rodney, Dunigan, ABC Action. Well, Jameson, you know, this isn't the first time that this company has been in this sort of trouble. In fact, in January of last year, one of their agents actually shot a suspect. No charges was filed in that case, of course. But in yesterday's incident, police tell me that innocent lives were simply put at risk for no good reason.
Why would they go to a McDonald's, a public place? They could have picked any place other than that.
Anger tonight for those close to 30-year-old Vancia Welch. They say the 30-year-old mother of four was simply caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. Shot, they say, by an overzealous bail bondsman.
In that situation, I just said, because it didn't take that.
St. Pete police released more information today in connection with that botched suspect takedown Wednesday afternoon here at this local McDonald's. Take a look at the surveillance video. That bail bondsman has been identified as Daryl Ingram. In the video, you can see bondsmen from Kyle's Quickie bail bonding trying to block in a car at the drive-thru. Ingram approaches the window with his gun drawn. When the driver pulls up, that's when the gun goes off. Welch, in the passenger seat, was hit in the hand and grazed in the head by a bullet.
Certainly, we're concerned about the way this went down. There's no gray area on that. We are very concerned about the choice of locations.
St. Pete PD is working with the state attorney's office to determine if charges will be filed. We stopped by the company's office today, but we're told that no one would be making any comments. The suspect, initially wanted by bondsman Davion Stokes, was taken into custody. The driver of the car, Joshua Malone, was also arrested, locked up in connection with an October shooting. Thoughts now, though, turning to that mother, simply caught in the crossfire.
My major thing is with her, I just hope she pull through it. I hope she make it through.
And we are told that that young woman, that young mother of four, is recovering in the hospital tonight. Her condition is improving. As for that investigation, officers with the St. Petersburg Police Department tell me they will be speaking with the state attorney's office again to investigate any possible charges that could come, if anything, within the next day or possibly next week. For now, reporting live in St. Petersburg tonight, Rodney Dunigan, ABC Action News.